Okay, I'm live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here today to do a reading for fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or anybody who just feels drawn to watch this video. Maybe the title brought you, maybe your intuition, who knows? Point being, there's something in here for you. That is my intention. And my readings are also timeless. So whenever you come across this, there's something in here that's meant for you to see it right now. So I have already chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle. And I am going mad. Soul Tarot is here. Welcome. The notice I got brought me. Sweet. I'm glad notifications are working. And then I'm going to clarify with some other decks. So, to begin, fork in the road. You are being faced with a decision, needing to move in a new direction. And the thing about this card is that it basically says, like, it kind of doesn't matter which direction you move in, you're going to get something out of it. The choice you make is the choice you're supposed to make. But, tapping in and figuring out, like, what do you want to do? What decision do you want to make? What's going to feel good? It always comes back to that, right? Round and round. Making this decision, it involves you going in a different direction than you have previously gone in. This is you recognizing a pattern, something that maybe you have continually made certain decisions in your past and they have not served you. And you are getting to a point where you're like, oh, you're seeing the bigger picture. And you're like, oh, yes, I'm seeing where I've consistently gone down a certain path. And now it's, you're realizing, oh, there's another path. And I love this card because, first of all, this creature here looks like it's tied up, but it's not actually. Its leash is just kind of hanging on the ground there. So it means that it can move. Maybe you felt like you couldn't, that you were stuck in some kind of situation, and this is it saying, like, actually, no, you're fine. You can move where you need to go. And the monkey here is up high on the signpost, has this broader perspective. I feel like this is this part of you that's able to see this pattern and is like, oh, I know which direction for you to move in because I can see clearly from up here. And so I think it's tapping into your intuition, that inner wisdom. You know which direction you need to move in. And we got loyal heart in the protection position. So it's moving away from things, again, things that do not serve you, that you are discovering have not served you. Getting real clear on that, clear on the people, clear on the situations that you have continually been attracted to. And it's like, it's breaking that cycle and understanding it's time to start on a new path, go in a new direction. All right, let's clarify. Clarifying to begin with the good tarot. The good tarot. The deck of positivity. All right. Page of Earth. Well, going in this direction, you're going to see some tangible results, pretty quickly. You're going to see that this is, in fact, the correct direction to go in. It's a new beginning. This is saying you've figured it out, you've chosen, and you're getting confirmation that yes, continue in that direction. And twice here we have the antlers, which is like your antenna. This creature here and this guy, they're attuned to the messages from the universe, to their intuition, which is a direct line to your higher power. You're being led correctly. I don't know how to say that. And then it's leading you to ultimate fulfillment, all the money and prosperity and abundance. In this card, in this deck, this card is very money focused, but in typically in tarot decks, the 10 of Pentacles it's more than just the money. It's the relationships. It's the feeling really good in your life. Seeing the physical manifestation of what you've been working on. This is the proof that you are headed in the right direction. That listening to your intuition is taking you to great things. King of Water. Oh, this guy. So compassionate, so kind. Very loving, very in touch with his emotions. There's more. Let me just grab the old book here. I'm feeling like this is tapping into this part of yourself. I said compassion for yourself, for where you've been, and starting to spread the love, right? To put that energy out in the world, and that is going to act like a magnet and draw in the people who will take that frown and turn it upside down, who will be loyal to you because you're being loyal to yourself. King of Water. Yeah, also diplomatic, fair, gentle, a good listener, non-judgmental peacemaker. I feel like this direction is definitely moving you into this place of where you're tapping into your inner peace, because you're feeling better about yourself and your life and the decisions that you're making. You're seeing the outer reflection of that, and so it puts you in this much more gentle, less combative place. These cards here tell me that where you're coming from, probably you were dealing with something that was putting you on high alert, making you feel very defensive, needing to put up the walls, put up that shield, keep yourself protected. But in doing that, there's an automatic like lashing out, like any kind of perceived threat. You're like, I'm not having it, even if it's not an actual threat. And so it's almost the self-fulfilling prophecy of attracting what you're afraid of, what you're expecting. And so this card makes me think that this new direction is about changing that whole way of showing up, changing your expectations, understanding that, especially after seeing the tangible results, you're like, oh, I don't need to have my defenses up. I don't need to worry about being hurt. Being very comfortable in yourself. And again, tapping into that compassion. Loving yourself allows you to love others. It always starts with you. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm going to the Osho Zen Tarot deck. What do we need to know for our fire signs? Or anybody else watching? Intensity. Yes, this card has been showing up a lot lately. There's a lot of intensity, a lot of passion, a lot of laser focus. This is in the shape of an arrow, and it's like moving into the light, understanding that this new direction is the correct one, being excited about it, being like, okay, this could come from the initial evidence, excuse me, evidence of what's actually coming from you moving in this direction, or it could be just tapping into your intuition and being like, and running with it and being like, I know there's going to be evidence and I'm just going for it. I want to feel good. This is a card of wanting to realize your dreams, realize what actually is going to fulfill you. Whew. Yeah, it's good. Also going with the flow. Understanding that I think this has to do with tapping into your intuition. Rather than fighting, rather than being on the defense. This is like just relaxing and floating and allowing the waters, allowing the emotions to take you on a journey. There's something you're tapping into within yourself that you haven't really been in touch with. Because again, we see this with the king here. This is going with the flow and getting to this place of like, you've gone in, you've let yourself soak in the emotions, and you've gotten to a good place. And this is again, it's a part of the journey. It's a part of getting that new perspective on where you've been versus where you want to go. Oh, turn that off. All right. Consciousness. Yeah. Again, tapping into your intuition, tapping into that deepest, most authentic part of yourself, that part of you that is connected to your wisdom, to your higher power, to the universe. This is your direct line to all that you want to manifest. Because when you feel good, the world, the universe brings that back to you tenfold. Getting into this place of peace. Again, peace and wisdom and knowing yourself, knowing what's right for you. And standing in that knowing. Defense is down, but knowing you can't be hurt, that your strength lies in your vulnerability. Oh, well, I'm just going to show this one. I did not mean to choose it. But healing, yeah, going through a major healing, opening that heart, opening your heart, tapping into your intuition, allowing yourself to speak your truth, tapping into allowing your personal power. Like the heart is bright. The area of your personal power it's being settled. That place where you felt like you needed to fight. It's like that's just all, it's all mellowing out as you go with the flow, as you tap in, as your heart opens. So, okay. I'm going to pick some from the, what is it? Numerology. The numerology guidance cards. That would be really funny if healing showed up. That's been a very common card lately. Change. Yeah. Changing direction. Changing perspective. Changing who you allow into your life. Changing your understanding of what's good for you. Just looking at numbers. Okay. 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 Shuffling again. Synchronicity. Yeah, I feel like this really speaks to this card where you start to see the tangible evidence that you're on the right track very quickly. The synchronicities start falling into place, start showing up more and more. I mean, it is those synchronicities that brings you to your ultimate fulfillment and your prosperity. Yeah, abundance, all the good stuff coming in. But this is your tangible evidence. Okay. Taking time out. This speaks to the healing card. Needing to heal from what you've been through. Needing to take the time to allow yourself to be immersed in your emotions. Allow yourself to have those aha moments, those kind of cosmic downloads that can only come when you're taking the time out from whatever you're doing. You know, so much. I've heard so many people say that they get their biggest ideas, their biggest inspirations when they're in the shower. You know, maybe being in water, go for a swim, sit in a hot tub, or yeah, take a bath. It's one of my favorite things to do. Time out for yourself. You will gain your clarity when you do that. And that is a part of the healing process. Okay. This one's going really fast. It's good. Actually, I have to go to my JOB a little early today, so won't be making this reading quite as long as normal. This is big though. This is really good. Big movement. That intensity card. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. The F word. I wonder what it's actually referring to. Probably not the one we're all thinking of. Saying F it to the old paths, the old ways of being, the people who did not serve you. My son says fabeep. Fabeep it. Okay. Nobody likes the F word, but the dude sees forgiveness through a different pair of glasses. Okay, F for forgiveness. Uh-huh. He knows, the dude, meaning your higher power, that everything is going to turn out fine in the end, and that holding on to negativity and old wounds is just postponing the inevitable. That's right. Your success is a done deal. Yeah, that 10 of Earth card. Your bliss is gonna happen. The F word is the place to start. Let it go, forgive, forget. Although, can't always forget, but that's okay because that's where the lessons lie. And follow the yellow brick road. F for follow. Yeah, follow the yellow brick road. You're moving in this new direction. And You're learning to forgive yourself for where you've been. You've always done the best you could with what you had in any given moment. Most people don't go into a situation thinking, I'm going to make the absolute worst decision I can possibly make right now. Right? It's the hindsight that brings us the clarity. And we're like, oh, yeah, I guess I could have done that better. Try next time rather than beating yourself up. Speaking from experience here. So, and again, I think the F word, we'll call it forgiveness, is about this is where the healing comes in, because as you forgive yourself, you're forgiving others as well for the same kinds of things. Everyone's doing their best with what they've got, with what they know. It may not always seem like it. Sometimes you have a bigger, broader perspective than others, and you're like, are you crazy? What are you even doing? But, we do our best. And when we can have the compassion for others, for ourselves, then we're able to get into that place of peace, inner peace, serenity, being tapped in. And being tapped in is what leads you to all the good things. All the good things. Turning that frown upside down. Okay. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. Yeah. That's right. That's right. That's right. All the good things. I'm just going to read this just because I feel like it doesn't need a lot of explanation, but we'll see what the book says. You have every reason to skip, to hop, and to leap with joy. Optimism is the only reasonable choice because everything else is an illusion. Hope is the only thing that matters because it points to the inevitable. The glass is not only half full, it runneth over. Yeah, changing your mindset. Be optimistic about your future, about this new path. What is it? Energy flows where attention goes. If you want something different in your life, focus on positive things, on what you do want, not on the stuff that pisses you off, that you keep holding on to with a death grip. You gotta change your story, see the bigger picture, change the direction. Okay. Final card. I love that this came up. Leaping in love, loving yourself. And because you're showing up and loving yourself, you're attracting in people who can love you. And this card specifically speaks to romantic love. And what's funny about it is the book references Romeo and Juliet and Bogey and Bacall. And I've been, a couple, 3, 4 times, I've been like, well, that's stupid. Those are tragic romances. But I actually read up on the Bogey and Bacall thing. And what I understand now is that it's speaking to when people have that instant connection where there's just, it's a knowing. It's like, oh my God, you're my person. Yes. There's just this hell yes about it. And maybe this is about you meeting that person. You're finally in a place where you're able to attract in the person, where you're like, hell yes, you're the one I actually deserve, that I've actually been waiting for. Yes, those romances ended tragically, but while they were happening, they were really awesome. I'm going to read from the book just because. And this is saying that what you're about to encounter or going to encounter has nothing on those romances. But it's saying it's not just a romance. It can be falling more deeply in love with your rock star life. So again, it doesn't have to be a romantic thing. It can just be loving your life because you're finally showing up in a new way that is bringing in the beautiful, amazing abundance and prosperity and all the confirmation that you are on the right track. Become besotted with your dream. Act as if it has already happened. Everything, as they say, is coming up roses, only this time without the thorns. Yes, without the thorns. Turning the frown upside down. Bringing in the love, bringing in the support. You are on a new journey, or about to make a decision that's going to affect the rest of your life in such an incredibly positive way. So awesome. Good on you. Well done. Congratulations in advance if you haven't already gotten there. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. As always, it has been such a pleasure. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.